Hello and welcome back. My name is Eliza Mozal. I am spiritual mentor and I help people on their spiritual journeys to raise their vibration. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about the new world and the new stuff, what's going on and what is it about to come. If living in uncertainty at the moment is something that it's worrying you and it feels like it's a little bit too much for you, stay tuned. There is a lot that I'm going to say that is going to help you feel safe, secured, and at peace. Okay, let me start. So, everything is changing. Absolutely everything is changed and it is different already. Some of us are still locked in our square boxes in between our four walls and maybe are resisting to look through the window and see how much the world is changing. Other part of us is totally tuned into that new world. Everything that it was a year ago, even a month ago, it's not the same anymore. Things are changing and things will be changing, and the truth is that things have been changing all the time. This is the natural process of going and flowing and growing and learning and going forward. So a few years ago, I started my spiritual journey around over 5 years ago. I dove very deep within and I started learning more and more about myself and what is it blocking me from that flow of love and light available to every single one of us. I have created a quite personal and beautiful, in many different ways, my own conscious connection with that higher power, which you can choose to call whatever way you want to call: nature, sun, power of love, universe, God, Buddha, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter, because it is all about the power behind the name. And I started developing this personal relationship so I can overcome myself, so I can overcome those habitual way of thinking that held me back, that held me stuck in resentment, that held me stuck in low vibration existence. Now, this is a journey that I signed up for a lifetime of looking within and a lifetime of constantly growing and learning. And don't get me wrong, there are moments that I feel like, oh my God, the more I learn, the more I see how much more I need to learn. And sometimes that holds me back from creating, from passing on what I already know. But recently I got really strong intuitive message from that higher power that, Eliza, you will always have something to learn. You will always have something to learn and overcome and grow towards and grow from, but don't let this ever stop you from already sharing what you already know, what you already have experienced. And I believe this message is not just for me. I believe this message is for all of us. And right now, more than ever, we need each other's light. We need each other's to shine our own light. We need to show our own spark at all times, and do not let those character defects, those faults, those mistakes that we make on a daily, weekly basis, let us hold us back from sharing the light that we already have within. And the thing that I truly believe every single one of us has is that beautiful, powerful, and amazing divine spark of love, light, and peace that every single one of us have within ourselves. This isn't something that you will find outside of yourself. This is exactly where the world has changed. It's no more about fancy cars. It's not, and there is nothing wrong with them. Don't get me wrong. My car might be not seen as fancy by anyone else, but it is fancy to me, and I love it and I enjoy it. But I do not identify with it. My life purpose is no longer to look in a certain way. So their life and the meaning of it is no longer about fancy cars, fancy houses, big boobs, puffed up chests. It's no longer about who has prettier bum and who has bigger, handbag and more expensive one and all of that. It is more and more and more, and totally in these days completely about our unity, about us connecting first with ourselves and that magic that it is within every single one of us, and understanding that every single one of us is connected one with another through that magic. We're no longer separate, we're no longer just individuals, although we still are. We are and we are not. And I know that if you don't get it, or if you feel like confused about it, the more you will meditate upon it, the more you will have your own understanding. And this video is not to tell you how to think, it's not to tell you how to feel, it's only to show you that you can give yourself permission to make up your own mind. It's no longer about news telling us how to think and how to feel. It's no longer about TV shows tells us, what kind of relationship get ourselves into, that, jealousy and cheating and lying and backstabbing is, something that it can be done under certain circumstances. It's no longer about that. It's not about ads telling you what is gonna make you happy, that if you're gonna clear your windows with this particular cleaner, your life is gonna change and it's going to be fabulous. It's no more of that stuff anymore. Every single one of us starting to see and feel that massive energetic shift. Now, I truly believe every single one of us feels that shift and feels that massive energetic change in the whole world that it's happening right now. So many people is choosing to close their eyes. So many people is choosing to not even mention to their close ones, oh, by the way, can you feel that? It's different. So many of us are choosing to push these feelings and emotions, these new thoughts and this new energetic shift down. And the more these people resist, the more they're gonna struggle with their stuff, with their feelings, with their emotions. More and more past is gonna be trying to pop up to the surface, the stuff that you didn't dealt with in the past. And there is another, side, another group of people who decides to entirely embrace that change and adapt and accept to whatever is going on, to that beautiful and amazing shift that we are experiencing right now. Once you decide to let that, whatever it is, flow through you, that's when everything is starting to change for you more and more. Not only you are noticing that the feelings and emotions that pop up to you, you are dealing with them on a daily, moment to moment basis, everything flows through you much more easily. The new world is starting, and it's starting right now. The new world when we look within and when we connect with ourselves. The new world when it's all about us improving ourselves, our connection with ourselves, with that planet, with the whole consciousness. And as it might be strange to someone, there is absolutely no denying that we are experiencing right now, and in a very near future, within the next year, it is a mass awakening that we are experiencing. More and more people is awakening spiritually to the truth of their own power. More and more people are taking right now their power back. And instead of waiting for permission from their employers or government to protect themselves or their family, people take their power back and they make those decisions for themselves. More and more people choose to dive into body movement, yoga, exercises, meditation, and journaling, and reading self-help books to improve the way think and feel about themselves and this situation. More and more of us is waking up to the fact that in TV, in the news, there is only manipulation of how you should think and feel, and it's all fear-based. Don't get me wrong, it's good to know facts, it's good to know if you can cross the border, if you should leave the house or you shouldn't leave the house. It's not about that. It's about someone coming to you, coming into you, into your own home, and telling you that you should be afraid right now, that you should exactly do this and that, and you should just do things that they don't feel right for you. And the more we learn about how fear actually affects our body, the more we learn that all of that stuff is just fear-based. And what I'm trying to say is that when you are living in a stressful and fearful mode, when you are living in a survival state of mind, that's exactly what weakens your immune system. When you are choosing to live in love and light, when you are choosing to let go of fear and just simply take care of yourself and how you think and feel, knowing that that's what exactly creates your reality, that's when your immune system gets a proper boost. It's not just about ginger, it's not just about squeezing lemons and eating peppers because they have so much more vitamin C than the lemons. It's all about how you think and feel about yourself. Few years ago, let me tell you where I take that from. So few years ago, when I was already on my spiritual journey, I started watching Dr. JoeDispenza teachings and his stuff and his knowledge, and it was made perfectly clear to me when I am stuck in the same routine, I'm not changing, I'm not shifting, I'm not adapting, I'm not growing. I'm just getting more and more and more and more stuck in my little routine, and my body and everything within my system weakens and weakens and weakens with time, because nothing changes, nothing gets a boost, nothing gets, I am literally killing myself in my own comfort zone. That was my understanding of that stuff, and it gave me a beautiful inspiration to start understanding that, okay, if I'm gonna change the way I think and feel, if I'm gonna shift those habits, and if I'm gonna just go to work through a different route, that's gonna create a different feeling within me. And that different feeling is gonna kick in a different thought pattern. And that different thought pattern, again, is gonna create different feeling and emotion. And that's gonna create a different action. And out of that different action, I'm gonna take a different experiences. And I started learning more and more about that. And I started discovering, oh my goodness, that thing that I felt for so many years, that there is so much hidden gifts, talents, abilities, and potential within me, it is there. It isn't just, imagination. It is really there, but I have to make an effort to reach over there. And recently I've started learning more and more about Wim Hof method and doing this intensive breathing that boosts your immune system and reduces your inflammation within your system, because having cold and flu and cancer and MS, all of that is inflammation in our systems, because we are not connected with earth anymore. We do not ground on a daily basis no more through the soles in our shoes. And that Wim Hof breath and Dr. JoeDispenza Kundalini breath helps to reduce inflammation and boost your immune system. Together with cold showers is me getting out of my comfort zone, and I started learning so much more about, oh my goodness, this potential within me is absolutely extraordinary. And I'm not the only one. There is thousands and thousands and thousands of people who, just like me, started waking up a year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, a month ago. And we are right now living within that change. Now, if you are feeling like whatever is going on, whatever I've just said, it doesn't exactly make you feel at peace, let me just reassure you, nothing changes if nothing changes. What we see in commercials, one pill fix all, one shit does plenty, and just buy this and all your problems will be gone. This is all just man-made. This is all just marketing, and it isn't real life. It's like meditation. It's not that you're gonna sit down for 5 minutes, close your eyes, and all of a sudden you're gonna feel peace for the rest of your life. It's a practice. It's a daily commitment to yourself, to that new feeling that you want to create within yourself. And it is all about doing that on a daily basis. Why, if it would be impossible to have peace in this time, no one would have it. Yet, there is so many people who live at peace, who, yes, we all feel fear. Yes, we all are afraid. Don't get me wrong. I had my moments last week that I thought my life is ending quite a few times, and that's okay. And after I've let myself feel what I needed to feel, and right after dealing with that, I've made a conscious decision to shift my state of being into peace, into happiness, into wholeness, into humility, into being in balance with myself, and into acceptance. And all of that is possible. If one person can do it, anyone else can do it. End of story. And it's all about you realizing that our lives no longer depend on what's going on outside of us. It's no longer that picture, that flower, that car, that person, that relationship is gonna fix you. It all comes from within, and you were created from wholeness. Yes, you were created from love, through love, and by love. Therefore, you are love. You are created through the abundance and in abundance, and you are abundance. Now, whether you are reflecting abundance of lack, abundance of neediness, or abundance of love, wholeness, and sharing, that's entirely your choice. But everything is available to you. And all these resources that we have right now through Wi-Fi, meditations, movement, yoga, walks in nature, doing home workouts, all of that is possible for every single one of us. It's all about you making a decision. Okay, I'm gonna stop expecting anyone or anything change and fix the way I think and feel deep inside. It all has to come from within. And yes, we use the tools that they are outside of us, but we implement them into our daily living, and this is how everything shifts and changes. I just would like to leave you with a feeling that I would like to take you back to your teenage years, right? Or I would like you to close your eyes just for 1 minute right now and go back to the experience in your lifetime before this one, when you felt like everything is shifting and changing, nothing will ever be the same, or something traumatic. Maybe it was something in your childhood. Maybe your parents has divorced. You just found out when your parents were divorcing, or when they made you choose between one of them, or maybe it was in your teenage years when you were going through this so challenging hormonal changes in your life. Maybe you lost a child or your grandparent. Whatever it is, go back to that moment and feeling. You don't have to be exactly in those feelings and emotions, but close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and look within. Look at yourself. Look exactly at that situation from outside of you, and remind yourself how hopeless and helpless you felt. Yet, you managed to overcome every single one of these moments and difficulties, and you are here right now, and you managed to overcome 100% of these difficulties. Just take a deep breath in and let it out, all that tension. And one more time. And let it out. And one more time. A deep cleansing breath in. Hold on for a second or two and slowly let it out. And just look at yourself right now. You have so many tools, you have so much more knowledge, you have so much more experience, and you are stronger than you've ever been before. Ask yourself and journal that stuff down. What is it that I can do today that is gonna make me feel better right now or tomorrow? What kind of thing I can start doing every single day so I can be more at peace and learn as much as it is possible from that situation? What is it that I can do every single day for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or an hour? Maybe it could be journaling, maybe it will be 15 minutes meditation, maybe it would be 15 minutes of yoga. Maybe it would be walk in nature when you just say affirmations. Thank you, I love you. Thank you, I love you. Thank you, I love you. There is so many things that you can give it a try, and the next video will be exactly about that. So stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna wish you absolutely all the best. If you've got any value whatsoever from that video and would like to help me and growing this channel, I'm going to leave a link when you would be able to donate whatever you would like to donate. If this is what you feel deep in your heart is the thing you would like to do, there is absolutely no pressure over there. Do what you feel is right for you. Anyone who donated, I appreciate that extremely. I thank you so much for being here, and I would appreciate if you can click a like on that video and share with others, because we really don't know who else might be benefiting from that video. Don't forget there is so much light within you, abundance of love, strength, and peace, and it's all about reaching out to that point of saying, yes, I've got it. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna turn off all distractions. I'm gonna sit down and introduce myself to my own peace, love, and light. I wish you all the best, guys, and I'm gonna see you soon in my next video. Mwah.